position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass. It's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep punt.
The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Hunter. Pushed through behind his pad. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Pucks it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
This time they'll go to the running game. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Hit as he throws. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Sets up the screen. There he goes! He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of
it. The give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
That's caught. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To throw, it's Levitt. Finds the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big game, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
And the Sun Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Under fire. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Snagged out of the air. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Fights off the defender. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Got a man. It's Hunter. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
It's a draw. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
And the Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And what a nice play call and Nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy mission.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spot. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Trying to beat the D deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Hands it off. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and look for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the catch. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Looking to pass. It's Levin. It's complete to the right. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
The short hands, it's Hamilton.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
The Sun Devils come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Try to get it to the edge. Picks up the first down, still moving. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
Moore to the air. Fires to the middle. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And that's why it's so important to be able to recruit DBs with speed. You're going to play an offense like this that has burners like that guy. You need someone that can get on an island with him and covering him deep down the field. That's exactly what he was able to do, forcing the incomplete.
Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Good timing on the quick out. Turning it on! He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Moore will throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
From the gun, running back gets the give.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Snagged in the middle, it's Butler. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Sends it downfield. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Carney. Still running at the 40. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Gets it out fast. Finds a crease at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Butler. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll run play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll immediately call timeout.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going for it all. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
On the ground, it's Carney. Oh, he's got some space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Moore will throw. To the air on first down. Going for it all. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. With the run on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Second and goal coming up. Catch. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards. Third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David.
He can't corral the pass. The ball's on the ground. Touchdown! defense putting points on the board. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get the juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking that right to the face.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think it
Makes the grab deep. Breaks into the open. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. He's got their only touchdown on the day, and if they want to visit that end zone again, they really need to get this guy going.
Yeah, and not a lot to speak of offensively so far. They've kind of struggled, but you're right. He's been the bright spot, so this might be the guy that we focus the energy towards and finding ways to maybe force-feed him the football a little bit more.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Tight end finds a soft spot. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Here's a heat, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain when your defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Oklahoma State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Stillwater for a long time. They're up by 21 over Baylor. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Takes the handoff. It's Davison. Looking for room at the 25. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Defensively, you'll take the slow downs. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hill. There he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hamilton. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the middle. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Makes the grab. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
From the gun, the ground game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Fires on the move. Finds his man. It's Perry. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
As this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And the Ducks will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted to 4th down.
Gotta love love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you can tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And they come out looking for a spark. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Dyer. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The give to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year.